Hi everyone. Today, me, Oksana Zabolotna from Qubit Labs, and our managing partner, Eva Kozlovskaya from Qubit Labs, will be answering most popular questions about dedicated team service. We know a lot of people are interested in that, and a lot of clients ask them. So let's start. So the first question is, main Qubit Labs service is building and providing dedicated teams. How actually does it work?
Hello, Oksana. Thank you for questions. Yes, really, we'll try to help customers to understand more about our service and their actual needs. So yes, we provide our staff and dedicated team service. How it works actually a little bit different from other providers. Why? Because most of other providers, they have bench. So they have already people who are actually ready to go on a project, but in our case, it doesn't work like that. In our case, we complete teams from scratch, individual to our customer needs. It depends from time zone, customer based or needs of technical stack, because like in some regions, you have expertise more in games, some regions more in fintech and other details you need to understand before you start actually to hire. So before we start the recruitment, we try to understand long-term goals of our customers to understand better market and locations where we need to focus. And also we try to help customer because like now a lot of locations, Europe and US and Australia, and that is why before we start recruitment, we make some kind of individual research for our customers, how it works. Like we take job descriptions or just requirements like years of experience in tech stack, and we are doing like previous research about in locations which fit our expectations with time zone. And show actually customer how many people in that region with that kind of expertise. So if possibly long-term goals, customer want to increase team fast, he or she will understand better which location will not be a problem to increase. Because like for our experience, let's imagine Georgia, with the game expertise, not a lot of people have experience with this industry. So for a game, better to hire, for example, in Ukraine. If you would like to hire fintech, better to hire in Poland and like that. So before we start recruitment, we know exactly all details and expectations, and also about soft skills expectations too from our customer to be able to make like better selection and don't waste customer time.
Okay, so you mentioned that we don't have bench, so we start recruiting from scratch. And the next question is, what happens if the client doesn't like the quality of developers' work? Is there any replacement? How does it work?
Yes, this famous question on our consultation calls, which actually all interested in our service can book on our website. Please do it because it's very helpful for you to choose correct provider and location. So we provide free replacement during all-term collaboration with our customers. We have probation for all of people we hire 3 months. And during the 3 months, customer can stop collaboration with the developer teams like in 1 day. Just what customer need to do, let us know that not satisfied with the performing, and we stop collaboration immediately and start recruitment from scratch. And if it's after probation, it happened, or if someone decided to leave company or customer decides that performing not good enough anymore, so we need to be informed before 1 month, and we start recruitment from scratch again to find the replacement. And we don't charge extra for recruitment from our customers. So it's totally included in our service fee and not over cost for customers.
And next most popular question is, of course, about budgets and costs. So What is average budget for a team and how do you calculate it?
It's very interesting question because no answer on this question because everything pretty very individual. First of all, we try to see market salaries to help customer to understand previous budget because sometimes expectations like we have limit of location we're able to hire for our customers. If it's out after our locations, we're able just to provide recruitment service, but without any additional support after hiring process. So in that locations, what we are working with, we choose that location with the reason. And we have budgets in that locations, those locations. Like we have market costs, market salary expectations, and we provide all information for customer to understand how much it will be for them if they will meet expectations. Of course, some customer have budget less than expectations. It's not like I say always nothing impossible. It's possible. Just we need to understand that we need to find a compromise. If your budget less than a market price or market salaries expectations, that means that or recruitment process will take more time than like 2 weeks, or we need to check your job description and cut years of experience or cut some technical stack like it's as usual a must have or it will be a plus to have. So we cut, it will be a plus, we cut immediately if your budget less than market price. And we help actually to understand what budget will be good for this region. And to customer before make any decision can calculate because we provide salary, taxes information, depends of location, and our fixed fee per person per month doesn't change from location or seniority or something like that. So customer can calculate their budgets themselves after we provide all details about salaries and taxes, depends of locations. But like if we see that customers' budget less than market, we always try to find compromise and find solution how to meet customer budgets.
Okay, thank you for answering that. And you mentioned that we have some countries we hire in. Why we decided to hire remote developers in those countries and not other, and what are those countries?
It's like long story short. Before COVID, we was hiring just in Ukraine. Then after COVID, we became more flexible in locations. We start to add some location, like for example Kazakhstan, because Kazakhstan have a lot of developers, have good strong expertise, and have special offer with taxes from government. So it will much cheaper than European countries, for example. And after war started, we increased more and more our locations, add more and more our locations. And now we have more than 10 countries we're able to hire. Kazakhstan, Georgia, Poland, Romania, Bulgaria, Ukraine still, we are hiring in Ukraine, and Moldova, Brazil, Mexico, all depends from time zone as well, because some of our customers from US, they prefer to work directly day by day with a team. That is why like Mexico works better for them. If you speak about Australian customers, they prefer to hire from Kazakhstan because they have pretty close time zone with each other. So it's easy to collaborate. Yeah. How we choose because of taxes offer, because of how many people with good expertise in that locations, like to make increasing team easier for customers, and also budget because it's like not very cheap, yes, but you pay for quality of people or developers, and not only developers, art teams and engineers and marketing teams. So it's like strong IT expertise, let me say like that. That is why we offer that those locations we have.
Can clients choose a country where we hire? Like, can they define the locations?
Yes, if you speak about our staffing service, not recruitment service, we provide with a list for our customers, and they able to choose from list which location works better for them. Of course, as I mentioned before we start any recruitment, we start from researching. So we show customer in which country from that list more expertise with that tech stack which customer looking for. So if customer know exactly which country good, which country not very good for that individual goals, and that is why they can choose like this location works for me, this location I'm not open. Like unfortunately, now not all custom clients able or want or open to hire people from Ukraine, like because they have risk for business, because like we had in Ukraine, we had unfortunately problems with electricity. We fixed everything now, everything working perfectly. Just it was a case. That is why now it's risks for some customers and they're not able to close positions from Ukraine. I'm sure it's temporary situation, but so and some customers open to hire from Ukraine, so they won't hire only from Ukraine to support Ukraine this way. That is why it's pretty flexible choice for them.
Okay, and you started to answer this question a little bit, but I will ask it again. Is it possible to organize effective communication if client and the team are in different time zones? How do we handle that?
Yeah, sure. This is not an issue for us because we hire from scratch, so we're able to negotiate with potential candidates about individual schedule, working schedule. If customer have some expectations, for example, if we have customer from US, we ask their time schedule and their expectations, what time their people will work. So when we start recruitment, actually, we communicate with candidates that their working day, let's match, will start like not at 9 a.m. Their working day will start at 12 p.m. So, and if they're okay with that, so we proceed candidate. If they're not okay with that, we're not able to work with a candidate. And the same with Australian market. We ask for their expectations and we start negotiation with developers individually with that working schedule, what have customer in their location. So we try to do that way that customer have at least 4 or 5 business hours per day together, not and able to communicate with team 4 or 5 hours at least. If more, of course, but if we have big time difference, it's like main goal for us.
Is there a type of companies that outsource more or hire remote development teams more than other? Like, do you have a type?
We actually don't have a type. We have different companies in our customer list. We have small startups. We have big enterprise. Like for us, in this case, I know that some companies, they have a limit. Like they start from like 5 people team, not less. So if customer need just 1 person, it's an issue for them. They will not help to that kind of customer. In our case, we are flexible on this. We are able to hire 1 person for customer. We don't have a limit. And as usual, if, for example, client never tried and don't understand how this kind of service works, to hire 1 developer to try and to test, like if it's okay, and everything okay with communication and with time zone, is with payments and everything worked perfectly. And then when they understand actually that it's great service, they able to hire more, but they can have option to hire just 1 and check if it's okay for them. And of course, we have big teams like 35 and more people. Just we try to be realistic with our customers. So if they have a big team, they need to hire a big team. We try to find give them correct deadlines when it will be possible. Like we never promise that, okay, we will hire for you 35 people in 1 month, because it's not realistic in our case. But we have estimation with timelines, like we're able to hire like 6-8 people per month. And don't forget that a lot of issues depends from customer side as well. How fast customer give us feedbacks, how fast customer makes their decisions, how long process of recruitment. So that is why we're able to close position in 2 weeks. We're able to close position in 3 months. It's two different timelines. That is why when their customer asks me about how long it will take, I answer we will provide you candidates in 2 weeks, but how long it will take depends on you, how fast you will give us feedback. Yes, so we are work with all industries, with all technical stack. We can do that because we hire from scratch, and we're able to focus on different technical stack, different positions, marketing and sales as well, technical support, and different industries as well. So we are working with game industry, with fintech, with logistic, e-commerce, marketplaces, SaaS products, and other.
We have another question for about startups. I'm sure we'll have another webinar about that, because there's a lot of question about scaling startup teams. But one of the most popular question is, when it's time for a startup to hire its own development team, or to build a remote one with a vendor like Qubit Labs?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's a good question, because I try to explain on our calls to startups that they choose us not in correct time. A lot of startups coming to us and want to launch MVP, or they have something from MVP but not finished, or they have idea just and don't have any development process still now. So in this case, our service will not fit their expectations. So because in this case, better to go to outsourcing, because there you can you're able to work short term with a provider. They know exactly what they're doing. They control development process themselves. And they have everybody already in-house who can develop your full cycle product of MVP you expect. So yes, it's if we will calculate budget, it will be a little bit more expensive than work without staffing. But on this stage of startup, it no sense to spend time and money as well to hire own dedicated team, because you never know how long you will have the team needs, and you don't need full-time people for all of roles. Let's imagine QA or designer. That is why this stage of startup, if you want to launch MVP, but you don't have MVP, better to go to outsourcing. We will not help you in this request. If you already launch MVP and have foundation, and you know exactly a team size you need to have to develop your product, and you have budgets for that, this is the best time to go to outstaffing and build your own team. And to have own team, like dedicated team / own team. That's what I meant. And it's a big plus for communication with investors when you have your dedicated team, when they know exactly that you have the people full-time working with you. They understand your business, they understand your product, they're on the same page with you with soft skills as well. So it's like more protection for investors that everything will work okay. Then if you after you launch MVP and you will use outsource, this is not a good sign for investor. Like better to have own team. This is their request for startups who receive money.
Thank you for answering that. Actually, that was those 10 questions, most popular 10 questions about remote dedicated team that we get mostly. And thank you for your time, Eva, and for everyone who is watching, thank you for your time. If you're looking to set up a development team, please schedule a consulting call with us, and we will be more than glad to discuss your requirements and help you with your request. Have a great day.
Yes. Thank you for watching us. I hope it was helpful. And yes, but always save your time, respect your time, just book consultation call and we will discuss everything what you're interested in. Have a great day.